is it true that after your 4 victories, I probably asked you this before, but this never gets old, this question. Is it true after your 4 victories that your 5th, the year you decided to retire or go team, that Bill and Katie Henniger offered to build you a massive
a pool,
a massive pool?
He tried to entice me with that. Yeah,
he did. Yeah, that's awesome. God, that makes me love Bill.
No, Bill's the man. Bill and Katie are awesome.
Can you tell me how that goes? So you're just like outside, like cleaning your gun and your phone rings?
No,
phone rings?
You know, I'd kind of told him that it was time, you know, I was done. And, you know, I like anything, you don't want to let it go. You know, I remember as a kid when I was a huge Detroit Lions fan, that's an NFL football team that's in the same division as the Bears. And Barry Sanders was my childhood hero. And, you know, when you don't want to let those things go and, you know, I don't know, probably there was a business angle to it too, but I just, you know, it's hard. And, at the time when I was a kid, when Barry retired, I was like, oh, what, are you kidding me? You're at the, you know, kind of peak of your career and all that. And so, years down the road, there's some perspective gained and you're like, all right, I get it. You know? So, yeah, but that happened. It was pretty funny.
How does he say it?
Oh man, that was.
Do you even remember? Like, were you in
10,
shock?
12 years ago? I don't even remember where we were at. And, you know, I was kind of talking about building a pool and I wanted to put a lap lane in, and it's super expensive and still haven't done it. And he was like, well, you know, I'll pay for that pool if you compete as an individual. So it was, you know,
shit. Just rolled off his tongue. Like, he probably, like, you know, you can tell when someone's smiling when they say something. Probably you couldn't even tell you're smiling, right?
No, Bill, you know, you never know with Bill. Bill's just straightforward. You get what you see is what you get. There's no hidden meaning, no hidden agenda. There's no BS around it. You're like, all right, you know, we don't even negotiate a contract. He's like, here's what it is. I'm like, deal, signed. You know, like
when he says that, does like if your meter's on 0 chance of going to the games again, does it pop up a little bit? Like,
no. There was no part of me wanted to do that.
A little something.
No.
That battery's dead. Nope.
It was dead. Yeah, that battery, dead horse at that point. You know, I just needed something new.
So maybe just some flattery.
Yeah. Like, all right, I feel good.
Yeah. Do you tell your wife? Do you tell Miss Hillary?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't care. She was like, no, you're good.
I don't even like swimming.
We're good. No.
I don't even like water.
Nope. I don't want to get my hair wet.
What is the delay? Especially now that you have kids, what is the delay on putting in a pool? Would it be crazy to pull it up?
Well, we've looked into it, and actually had a couple quotes, and I'm just, you know, I think we're leaning towards making it happen. I did want to have a lap lane in there, and then the more and more I look at it, I'm like, I go swim at Dad's pond, or I'm not swimming as much as I used to anyway. So, you know, I'm starting to weigh the pros and cons of like, hey, you know, when the kids get older, would I rather them go somewhere else to swim, or would I rather have my kids at my house? So I think we're weighing on that and making sure that, you know, it just makes sense. But I think we're leaning towards, and all the kids now can swim. You know, that was a part of it. You just don't want to have that liability in the background. When Violet and Trice were kind of, you know, iffy on swimming, now they're both pretty strong swimmers. So
your tax guy must trip, right? Because everything you do is a fucking deduction.
I mean, the training, everything we can do is, we call Scott the write-off. It's Scott write-off Vandersloot, you know? So as long as I have Scott tag along, I can be like, oh, we can write this whole thing off.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not even a stretch. If you got a pool, it would be like an epic set.
Yeah. We could just write it off. Lap lane.
3 cannonballs per athlete per day in order to write this off.
Give me 25 meter lap. You're done.
But Rich, it's cold. Today's not a swimming day.
Too bad. I got to write off this month's chemicals, you know, this month's salt.
Damn.
Yeah.
Caved Astro, this was maybe the business decision. Bill would have sold an additional 1 million in equipment from Rich competing. 1 million.
1 million.
Add a fucking 0 or 2 to that.
Yeah.